Hello, my empathic healers. How do you accept not having everything you need? Might be easy, might be a challenge, right? But we will talk more about that in this video. I will guide you along the journaling process to check in with yourself, to increase your self-awareness, assess your energy, and align with the source of unconditional love. As always, welcome to the self-love movement. It is my deepest belief if we all loved ourselves enough, suicide wouldn't be a thing, which again is why we are here and we are showing up for ourselves, checking in, making sure we're good. We don't have to be perfect. We don't have to be not having human emotions and human things because lives, but to make sure we're okay, that we are loving ourselves enough, we're taking care of ourselves enough that those types of thoughts aren't taken over us, right? So with that being said, are you ready to dig deeper? Grab your journals and journal with me, right? Got mine right here. Today we are talking about third eye chakra, acceptance, and then being in observer mode as well. And my apologies, let me back up a minute. If you are new to me, my name is Robin Knott, and I'm your host of Energy Healing TV and podcast on YouTube, Rumble, and Spotify, and the founder of the energyhealingschool.com. And also, if you know someone who could benefit from this video, please share it. I want to support other fellow empathic healers as well, right? So taking us through, sorry for bumping the table there, step by step in our journaling process. So I grab my journal, I set my focus, write out energy healing lifestyle journal, setting that tone. This is my lifestyle, right? I'm doing this daily, whether I show up live or not daily. I'm doing my journaling daily, making sure I'm checking in. The self-care challenge, you'll notice on the marquee here, I changed the letters where it says self-care challenge. Whatever day we are on, I capitalize that letter. So today it's the A for acceptance. So again, focusing on that acceptance, being in the observer mode and the third eye chakra energy. So then writing out the journaling prompt as well. How do you accept not having everything you need and waiting? Like you're asking someone else. You ask yourself the question and you wait to hear what the response is. Whatever it is, write it down, right? Sometimes it's way off in left field. It makes no sense. We think it doesn't make sense, but go with it anyway. Don't resist it. Just allow it to flow. It's how the fog clears. So the first thing that came up for me in this right now, and you'll notice too, when we ask ourselves this question today, if we ask the same question weeks from now, we can come up with different answers for a couple of reasons. One, life could be different, right? Maybe things are just different in that point in time, so our perspective changes. And then two, as we're healing layers, our perspectives change. So we could have different answers, right? Maybe new things show up. Who knows? The first thing that came up for me today was radical acceptance of what is, right? And we've talked about radical acceptance before, and I always use my pen examples. But having that radical acceptance opens up opportunities for us to choose, right? Instead of just feeling stuck and helpless or hopeless, we have an opportunity to see that there are opportunities, that we do have choices, even if it just means reflecting on the things that we have and having gratitude for what we have, right? Asking the questions like yesterday, is it a need or a want? If I'm feeling still like I need to have this thing, what would happen if I didn't get it? Because I don't have it yet and I'm still here, right? Still here. There's stress there, but I can work and manage with stress. Take some effort, but we can do that. So what would happen if I don't get the thing that I need? Would I still be okay? Would I just have to manage through the stress part around it? It depends, right? It depends on what the need is. And that would be different for all of us. What else came up? Let's see. Oh, being in that observer mode also, right? So this, Doing this journaling process, writing these things down, allows me to get in that observer mode. I can see the situation as it is. As I reflect, and even if I do get some emotions out, right, I'm allowing thoughts and feelings to flow as I journal, and then when I reflect back, I can then detach from the hamster wheel of thoughts and emotions, right? I'm doing this because like the hamster wheel in the brain. I did that, I was like I'm crazy. No, not like that, but the hamster wheel, right? Just spinning around in your brain. Slows it down, gets it on paper, gives us an opportunity to observe. I can observe the situation. I could observe how my thoughts are flowing. Is it stuck in those negative thought patterns that we also talked about yesterday about personalizing that extreme type of thinking, right? I don't remember all the exact words that we talked about, the all or nothing thing. Just because I don't have it today doesn't mean I will never have what I need, right? Do I see that in my journaling process? Do I see that in my thought process as I'm observing and reflecting on whatever came up, whatever I wrote? No blame, shame, and guilt. It's just part of the process to bring it into our awareness, right? You want to be aware, assess, and align. Aware of whatever's going on. Assess our energy to see if it's in alignment with the source of unconditional love. Because if it's not, what is that one step, which is continuing this journaling process, right? Holding space for ourselves to help us clear and shift into alignment with the source of unconditional love. And remember that unconditional love incorporates everyone. So oftentimes, right, we put ourselves on the back burner. Unconditional love pulls us back up. It says, no, no one's left behind here, right? You too. You matter too. We're taking care of you too, right? Let me get a drink, get a little scratchy in my throat. What else here? Oh, and then we could also look to like what led to our current situation. What led to the situation of having this need that we don't have yet, right? What got in our way of having the need, or what got in our way of having the means of getting the need, the thing that we need, you know? What choices did we make? So also remember, think about yesterday when we talked about, our values and prioritizing our values. So sometimes we make choices based on certain values and the priority of that value, but then some of the outcome or result of that doesn't exactly show up or occur in the ways we thought they might. So we then find ourselves in different situations, right? But it's just being aware of that. And that's okay. Again, none of it is blame, shame, and guilt. It's just awareness. And I think, like for me in doing this, it allows me to have that acceptance easier, even because I'll use my current situation as an example. Most of my needs are met, most of them. The basics, right? Basic needs, got to have it to survive. Things are met. Shelter, food, water, clothing, right? Some bills, right? If you see, which I see all of my bills as being a need, right? I have to meet that. I have to pay that. That's my responsibility, blah, blah, blah. Because of choices I made to become my mom's full-time, takes that word full-time to a new perspective, caregiver, I don't have the same resources or same opportunities to meet all of my needs like I did before, right? I don't have the opportunity to work outside of the home or to pick up more jobs or to spend extra time or make more commitments online, even due to certain appointments and needs that my mom requires, right? So in those moments when like bills are due or whatever, there's high stress of how do I meet that need, right? However, when we do this in the journaling and we're really just being in observer mode, not getting sucked down in that stress and not freaking out and not having all that negative mind chatter spinning around in my head, and we look at, or I look at, you look at your values and your priorities, what led to the situation. Well, this is a high value, right? Strong family values, family first. That's one of my biggest values. High on my priority list, family first. So those bills come last, not last, but below, right? So when I remind myself and I can see the fuller picture and I'm not just narrow focused on not having a particular need in the moment, then it's easier to accept. I wouldn't not do what I'm doing, right? To whatever, pick up a side gig to pay these particular things. Values and priorities matter. So it matters when we talk about setting boundaries. It matters when we talk about protecting our own energy. Because also being in such certain situations that we choose because of values, because of priorities, exposes us to some negative energy. And then boundaries can be blurred for sure, right? Pieces, parts, and all of the puzzle there. So different things to reflect on as you journal. And I'll repeat those again as you're being in observer mode and asking yourself these questions. What led to the situation? And are you actually okay? Like, I'm not going to die if that bill doesn't get paid. There's just frustration in there because the credit goes down the drain, right? And if I ever needed to use credit, then right? But it's not a life or death situation. Values, priorities, needs, wants, and where does it fall on that list? Will I actually be okay? Yep, I will. Be fine. So do we overthink? You can ask yourself that too, which came up. Am I overthinking or am I over worrying? Right? Those negative thought patterns, are they focused on the negative only? We touched on that yesterday too, when we're looking at all the things that are available to us or that we already have or that we've already accomplished or that whatever, all of the needs that we have met right now. When we don't look at that, we only focus on the thing that we don't have. So am I doing that now? Right? Getting in that observer mode as I'm having that acceptance of what is in this moment, because don't forget, it's only in this moment. Who's to say big things don't change in a day or two, right? So keeping that open mind as well. And still having the gratitude for all the things that we do have, which helps to build that more positive vibrational energy within us, right? And the more of that we can build within, the more of that we can project outwards, which also helps us maintain boundaries and protect our energy. I'll be talking more about that in the Empathic Healers Masterclass. So before I forget to mention, if you haven't already signed up for that and you want that link, let me know. And the BU 5-day challenge. If you would like that link as well, it's on pre-launch. Again, my goal is to launch it December 11th. If you would like the coupon code, because I'm offering a discount, 50% off. If you want to order in pre-launch and launch with me on December 11th, let me know and I'll get you that code as well. I think we covered that, right? I think we did good today. We do good every day. I really enjoy this. So thank you. And thank you for everyone who's been watching live or replay, engaging, commenting. I've really enjoyed that a lot. So I look forward to seeing you back. Homework, as always, continue to check in with yourself, journal on your awareness, assessing your energy, aligning with the source of unconditional love. Hold space for yourself. It's no blame, shame, or guilt. I think that's it, guys. All right, I will see you tomorrow, and we will talk about receiving an unconditional love even more in the crown chakra energy. Have a wonderful day, evening, whatever time in the world it is for you. So much love. I will see you soon. Bye, guys.